call the Finance, Insurance, and Personnel Committee meeting to order. Roll call. Cool here.
Hasley here.
So, take a motion to approve the meeting minutes from October 16th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from October 16th.
Full second. Motion by Hasley, second by Cool. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Citizen input or public comment on anything that's not on their agenda? Is anybody in the audience have anything to comment about? Seeing none. Old business, none. New business. October 2025 financial statements, payroll in the amount of $151,540.48. General disbursements of $1,755,202.57 in the clerk treasurer's reports. So I'll motion to approve those.
I'll second.
Motion by Cool, second by Hasley. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 5B, review and recommend to council the 2026 insurance renewal. And we have our representative here would like to comment, I'm sure, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Are you up here?
You
Sit
can go, you can
You
stay
can
there.
stay there
Yeah.
too.
Right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want me to follow along in the document? Or
Sure,
do
if
you
you'd
just have
like.
like
I
a
mean,
summary?
Yeah, that helps.
Thank you. All right, good. Yeah, so when, just, like I like doing at the beginning of board meetings is, what we're renewing today is the three main categories of property, liability, and workers' compensation. Liability includes auto liability, general liability, police liability, the public officials liability. And so that kind of all falls under that category with the League of Wisconsin. Then we have the property and the workers' comp. So this year, an overall increase of 4.3%. That's not all rate. There's two things that affect that. One is exposure and the other thing is rate. What we've had this year is a little bit of an increase in payroll of about $300,000. That's what's causing the work comp to go up about $1,000, 2.6%. You guys again have a very good mod, which means that low claims, which is excellent. That keeps a lot of costs down. Going back to the liability, we had an increase in police this year. We went up from 6 to 8.5 FTE, and that caused about a $2,200 increase, which was your biggest increase overall. And the rest of it was just kind of inflationary. And then we talked about property, again, nothing, no big shakes there either. 4.4% increase, or about $1,700, but it's like your credit card bill, all those little increases add up. And so that comes to about a $6,400 increase, or 4.3%, which is, again, well below market. And it's well below market because the League of Wisconsin is a non-for-profit organization. It's a group program, and we're seeing these good renewals all over the state of Wisconsin. The League of Wisconsin only works with cities and villages in the state of Wisconsin, and with those kind of premiums, that's why we're over 550 now cities and villages. So certainly the place to be, and it's great to represent them. But that's the high level on the premiums. I can tell you from another standpoint, other than, so I talk about the three pillars of insurance, which is liability, property, workers' comp. There's also the three pillars of what we do, and that is pricing, we just went through that, and then services, and then coverage. No coverage changes. And from a service standpoint, we just keep adding more services. We do have the pre-claim loss control. We have the HR attorneys, which are no charge to the municipalities. We added a crisis risk last year, and we just keep adding some more things. We have Ready Rebound, which is a really nice program. That's a concierge program for getting, it started out originally with police and fire to get them into, to see the best surgeons as quickly as possible. But we've expanded it now. Now it includes all employees and all employees' families. So if one of the kids would get hurt playing a sport, we have that available for them too. It's an employee benefit, and the league pays for that. A mental health toolkit, which I'm actually in a program right now in Menominee Falls, Citizens Police Academy. Very nice program that's out there also with all the things that really happen in a municipality when it's needed, mental health. So we keep adding on there, a lot in here for police, a lot in here for the whole, for all of Waterloo. But that's the high level summary right there. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted me to touch on, but, yeah, another good renewal.
Very good. What is the normal timeline for us to get these numbers in?
Yeah, so we are probably the best this year than we've ever been.
Really?
Our goal 2 years ago, one of the board members said, hey, can we get this in here before Thanksgiving? Maybe that's why the weather's better, right? Because we're in before Thanksgiving. So yeah, I mean, we like getting the information out to Lana 90 to 100 days out. She's done a great job this year. Obviously, she's been here for a few years now, so much more smooth. Yeah, I mean, I think that you're probably one of the earlier ones right now.
Really?
So, I mean, you guys renew January 1st, so,
It's just part of the budget, making sure we got the right numbers.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we've already done our allocation. We've never done that this early.
Yeah.
We usually do that in January, so
Trying
we're,
to
we're actually way ahead of the game.
I think next year probably, because I send out to the departments, you know, their property and vehicles and, you know, that for them
Yeah.
to review it. So I'll probably put more of a deadline on getting that back so that we can
Right.
get it to you. So
Yeah.
we can maybe speed it up a little bit, but I was like, I told Johnny, I go, I think, or the mayor, I said, I think this is pretty early for us.
This is a new record for you, actually.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, so we've accomplished that. That was one of
Yeah.
the board's requests, to get it before Thanksgiving, so, good job.
How are we rated? Are we lumped in with other, like, sized municipalities as far as trying to come up with a rate? Or are we like individually looked at as just our city?
Yeah, I mean, you're looked at individually, but from a renewal premium standpoint, usually what we do in the spring, we have our policyholder meetings, and they set it up for the year to say, yeah, we're, for everybody, we're gonna be around a 3% increase on property and a 2% increase on liability, and they actually announced that to the entire group. And that's one of the nice things too, is that if you're having bad years, we don't really hurt you that much, if at all. We all know that some municipalities are gonna have their times where they're gonna have challenges with certain liability claims or property claims, weather claims, whatever. It's really nice to be able to work with the league. They're not real punitive about those things.
Right.
Obviously, workers' comp's workers' comp, it's all state set rates.
Right.
It's all the mod that's calculated by the state. We're kind of limited, you know.
But we know what our exposure is. If we had no injuries or very
Yeah.
little,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can kind of estimate if that's
Right.
gonna be up or down.
Yeah, and once we finish up January 1st, we know about where we know where our claims are gonna be for the
Yeah.
most parts. There might be some reserves and things out there, but boy, for sure by mid-year, July, we're gonna know what your mod's gonna be for the next renewal.
Right.
So,
Well,
And that's
that
when
might
it all
be
gets sent
something
to
we
the
might
state.
reach out a little bit earlier and say,
Yeah.
can you spitball for us?
Oh, we
kinda
do
where
that.
we are.
Oh, okay, well, that's good to know, because
'Cause-
I was just gonna ask on the percentage.
And this
Yep.
is the thing, I think, as we're going through our budget, which
Sure.
will start quite early, and we have to kind of finalize it by in October. The earlier we can get some projections, the better for
Yeah.
us. And I don't know if we make a reminder for ourselves to reach out and see if we can get some estimates.
yeah, we can certainly get that for you in this. We'll know what the rates are gonna be set up for come springtime.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Cause that's when they do all their meetings with reinsurance carriers, and they get that all out of the way. So that gets announced then.
It gets really gets her a lot closer than us not knowing and waiting until this comes to us.
But, and you know what, you guys have low claims, your mod's at a 0.85, so you're getting a 15% discount. I mean, that's a great mod. You guys are, I don't wanna jinx you, but that's really good, knock on some wood or whatever you got over there, but.
Our people are
Yeah,
doing
we
a great
can
job.
certainly do that. You know, and so your premium's based on two things. So the hard part is I'm gonna know what the rates are, but I'm not gonna know what your exposures are gonna do.
Right.
So if you bought another fire truck, that's gonna change everything,
Yep.
right? It's not what the league's doing, but I can certainly give you rates. Now you guys have to say, okay, we're buying some more equipment, or, you know, the population's growing, or whatever the case is, or we're gonna have more payroll. That I don't know, and so we can give you a good estimate on the percentages. I can estimate your mod mid-year, and then we can throw it in and do our best.
That would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll reach out come late spring and early summer.
yeah,
Yeah.
barring anything significantly different. I've been with the league now for over 15 years. I've never seen an increase more than 3%, and a lot of times it's been 0. You know, you'll get a dividend again this year too, of course. You get your safety grant, all those other offsets, but, yeah, usually property's a little more volatile, but the most I've seen there is 6 or 7%. You know, we gotta kind of worry sometimes about what's going on with inflation, cause the values of your properties could go up, and we'll do a free appraisal every 3 to 4 years, and sometimes that affects it, but we can have pretty good numbers by mid-year.
Good. And this was probably a tough one with the new sewer plant too. A lot of new stuff was added, and
Yep.
buildings, equipment, all kinds of stuff.
Right, and that'll obviously change your premium once that goes in there, because right now you have a builder's risk policy, which is basically a policy that insures something during construction. That's gonna now all go into your property, so that'll kick up your premium too, not because of rate, just because you're insuring more.
Yeah.
Right on.
Got it.
Mayor.
Got it.
Any other questions for anybody?
No, other than thank you.
My only question is if we could get that final policy down to us.
Mhm. As soon as we'll get that after the first, right?
Yeah, I mean, it takes them a while to just print it out,
Right.
and most municipalities renew January 1st, so they have a lot going on there. It usually takes a
Okay.
month or two to get that through.
It's fine, it's just that Lana sends us stuff, we make corrections, we send it back to Lana, we don't know if it got corrected. So if we can get the final, then we would know if it got corrected or not.
Do
Well,
you,
everything was good this year, right?
What's that?
Everything was corrected this year, correct? I mean, as far as what I sent out.
I think
The
she sent,
vehicles?
didn't she send you corrected? She sent you like 2 corrections, right?
Right, but then I sent her the new information and it
Okay.
was good, so, okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
We have that, I mean, as a matter of fact, in the full packet, obviously we skinny it down because there's so much stuff in there.
Yeah,
In the full pack, we have something called the statement of values. I mean,
But just if
I
we
got
can get
that
that
right
there.
yeah,
double check,
absolutely,
that's all.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's available now
Okay,
with the corrections.
okay.
yeah, perfect, no, I'll definitely get it to you,
Okay.
I wanna get it right.
100%.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah. Welcome.
2026 budget updates. What do we got there, Lana?
Well, from the all funds, just a few changes due to for the insurance and updates with the open enrollment, because that ended the October 31st. There was really only a couple of changes, which was the general fund, which went down a little bit, some changes to the library, and, other than that, and slight change to the fire and EMS department, but all, general fund and fire were all a decrease, for sure, so. Library for that matter. So, yeah, there really wasn't, everything was pretty buttoned up, when we published it, and those were really the only changes, and it came to the open enrollment, and then just getting the final
Right,
numbers on
which
that.
you're not gonna be able to control that because of the timing, but
No, but everything was pretty close. But yeah, the library did have some late adjustments to their budget, so.
wages and expenses
Yeah,
changed?
So,
yeah, wages and expenses has changed. Hopefully, we're not gonna run into that. I think I did advise them in the last meeting that they had, that we have to approve their budget, so
We did approve it, and then it got changed.
right, and we have to publish it, so hopefully those things don't change a lot, otherwise we have to go through steps as well, so. I know some of the insurance is just like us, we didn't know what those are gonna be, but,
It was a good 10,000 or so in their expenses that went up.
yep, we'll look at it again next year when it comes back around.
Yeah, but other than that, that's kinda nothing big.
Okay,
Narrative.
And the narrative, yes.
and the narrative is next.
Where is that? And
Anybody
that will
have-
be posted online, so if you get a chance, I'd recommend reading it. It just kind of gives us a snapshot of some of the highlights of things that have happened or changed throughout the year, things that we're exploring, that type of thing. And Jenny can add to that, because
Mhm.
We just cleaned up a couple of the names too. For some reason, we kept calling the parks and the library a special revenue fund. You have expenses too. I don't know why it was called that.
so,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
nothing that I can really say. But yeah, take a look at it. I think it helps everybody see what we do.
Yeah. It's hard to believe the 13 or 14 meetings that we have all can be condensed down into
Do a paragraph.
a few pages, but, looks like that's it.
Yeah, unless people have questions, but.
All right, otherwise, I will make a motion that we, forward resolution 2025-50, which is the next thing, forwarding the budget to the council for approval.
Hasley will second.
Motion by Cool, second by Hasley. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
No, those,
Oh,
she was
right,
just
okay.
questioning, the insurance was just a review, there's nothing
Okay.
there, budget
Okay.
updates, there was nothing to approve.
Okay, just wanna make sure.
Yeah, they're just notes, but thank
Okay.
you.
5F, Police Department hiring a new officer.
Yes, sir.
Do we have one?
Looking at,
What we got going there?
we had an officer resign and we need to, hire a new one. Everything is within the budget already for a new hire. The $5,000, sign-on bonus, they get $2,500, to start and the other $2,500 when, the year is up. If they leave before their probationary period, they have to, repay the $2,500.
Same as we've always done.
Yep.
Yep,
But we're approving that as a time-by-time basis, right?
right,
To make
it
sure
wasn't
that-
like a permanent thing we had
Right,
out
a
there.
permanent incentive, it's on a
Right, so-
case-by-case basis, correct?
That is my understanding as
No.
well.
No,
It's-
Jeannie's saying no.
It's for the year. Last year we did it for this year. This year, you were talking about the bonus, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct, the
Yes,
hiring
it's
bonus.
It's written for the year. And that's what we did last year.
Right, but it's kinda like the wheel tax, we have to approve it each time.
Yeah, that's how
It's
we do
not
it.
a run out.
Yeah.
Yep,
But
thank
it's a
you,
year. It's not per person.
per person.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks for clarifying that, that's,
For new hires in 2026, yeah, it says it right in there.
yep, okay.
Right. Do we need a motion to?
Yes.
Yep.
Hasley will make a motion to approve resolution 2025-54.
Motion by Hasley, I will second that. Motion by Hasley, second by Cool, to approve, or send resolution 2025-54 for the hiring bonus procedures to council for approval. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Is that is that out already? Is it
Yes,
posted?
I posted it already when the officer gave his resignation, his 2 weeks resignation. I posted it right away. In
Awesome.
hopes that we can get someone already certified, but they're few and far between, and there are a lot of other variables that we probably
How
want to
is,
hear about.
how is like hiring and then sending to academy? Is academy like setting up classes like snail's pace again, or are they a little bit better?
So, again, it's a long process. Now that the state has gone to a 720-hour academy, with all the other things they got going on, they're only doing one in January and one in August. So we have to make sure that we get a name into them as soon as possible. We don't have one. We can,
Yeah.
You can't rent
We
a
could-
slot.
we
Reserve a
can
slot.
ask for a slot, but if we don't have a name for them, a lot of times when I've called and asked, I've been very, very fortunate in getting on the waiting list and being able to get individuals in. Part of the
Everybody's
problem-
probably playing that game, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna be playing that game. We've got 2 in the academy right now, they graduate on December 19th. I kept in touch with some of their instructors and the academy director, and they're doing wonderful. There's nothing to
Good.
believe that they won't. Both individuals have been working very hard, not only in their studies, but because of the state's new mandate for physical readiness tests. They're making sure that they're physically fit and ready to pass that as well, because that is pretty much the last hurdle.
Would you say that the majority of those that are going to the academy are kind of sponsored already for the most part?
Yes, as of right now, yes.
Yeah.
It used to be that it would be a mixture of college students that paid for the academy and
Right.
sponsored, but now, based on the 720 and a lot of other small variables, the PRT is one of them that a lot of individuals are not passing.
Right.
So yeah, it's all sponsored now, just about every academy is full. And they have an average, MATC has an average of 30, and probably, I think the average is anywhere from 22 to 25 graduate
Mhm.
each academy. And it's a 4-month-long academy.
Yeah, right. So when those 2 get out, you're gonna need them right away, probably,
Yeah,
you know?
one of them, Officer Guerrero will pretty much go to the street after a couple days of reacclimation.
Yep.
And then, Officer Mackenzie Burns will go straight into, field training, and that could take anywhere from 2 months to 3 months, based on her understanding and her moving forward and learning.
Good. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, and with the new hire, we're hoping for the best in getting one that's already certified, but with every department out there hiring for a lot better pay and benefits, we struggle at times. Us smaller departments struggle to get that, so we're really looking forward to trying to get the best candidate possible to go through an academy and sponsor them. Yeah, it's a long, lengthy process, but at the same time, we get that money back from the state as long as they pass the academy, we get all that money back. The state reimburses us for that and all their training.
That is good.
That is really good.
Okay.
I knew there was some reimbursement, I didn't know how much though. It's good.
Okay, I appreciate the update. Good luck.
Thank you.
H, we have discussion on the tax roll mobile homes for 2024.
Well, this is something that's been on our rolling task list to discuss, but during our department head meeting, Barry and I had a conversation, and regarding what is due, and it'll be this year as well, but on the mobile homes. Anything that's on a tax roll, it gets placed on that, on their property
Right.
and paid that way, or will get paid, depending on the situation. Mobile homes are a different animal that we place liens on them, which the 24 stuff, and I just sent the 25 is with the attorney. But there is, no guarantees on when we'll receive that money or when. So I confirmed at that point, because of the situation with the city attorney, and he had mentioned that there is no requirement or must be statute or that type of thing, that the city has to make the payment to the utility before receiving it.
Right.
And so that's just what we need to make a decision or come to how we're gonna handle that. Because,
So we don't have a policy on that?
well, we have an ordinance on the penalty, but no,
Not in specific to
Right.
this situation?
probably
Yeah,
not.
we discussed this back in February, that's
Yeah.
what this
Right.
document here is saying
So
that.
what has to happen, the attorney said, is the city has to put a lien on the mobile home. And he said he'd work with us to do that. I just was kind of hoping it would be done in the same year that the lien went on. Like if it, we would have liked to
About
see
that, too.
24 done, 24s, 25s done, 25s. We're already a year and a half behind now because we already sent you 24s and 25, and it didn't get taken care of. Now we're giving you 25s, we haven't gotten 24s taken care of. So my only recommendation when I talked with Lana is if we could get them, the liens put on at the same time we send them to you.
Well, we
And the-
did, I just, so to clarify, that information was sent to him, and it says there, I need that. I sent him all the information, on that right after that,
Correct.
after this
Yep.
email. So that was taken care of, and I just got the information from Kate and sent because we need the letters, and sent that to him for 25. The problem is that we can place a lien on that. That does not guarantee we're gonna get the money. We would
No,
have
I'm
to
not
go through the
concerned-
legal
I'm
action.
not concerned when you get the money. That's not.
Okay.
The concern is when we send it to you up on tax roll in November,
Mm-hmm.
it should be done in November, the lien, or December or January. It's already been a whole year now and there's still no lien on it. That's my concern.
Yeah, and
Because it should be
I'll check
turned
to the
around.
attorney, because that's I send the information to them as far as the collection part of it. So
Do we?
I'll have to
keep-
confirm that it's not
Yeah.
on there, I don't know.
Yeah, so would the process be, you gave them obviously the information,
Mm-hmm.
and said, does the city get some sort of a document or a copy?
I would hope
That
that he would
says
send
there's
us
a lien on
something.
it?
Well, I don't know I know how vehicles work, but I don't know about titles for mobile homes. So,
Yeah.
I'll reach out to Attorney Nelson and
Right.
find out if he can provide us documentation that I can give to you that shows that the liens are in place. I thought again, everything's been sent, trust me. The first one was because we're trying to figure out the process on it, that's why, but I already sent 25s to him. So, but as far as the funds or what's due,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not the issue.
payment's
When
not
you
gonna
guys
happen.
receive it, you can send it to us.
okay,
That's
I
not-
misunderstood then, because I
The
thought you
issue
said to
is
clear it.
We wanna get it turned around as part of the tax roll
Yep.
process, so that when you get it, it gets put a lien on the mobile home at basically the same.
The tax roll only goes on the
Yeah.
homes, the lien
Right.
is completely
Yeah.
separate.
Correct, but it
And
should be
I'd
done at the
sent.
same time, so that
Yeah.
I don't wanna get this where we're 2 or 3 years behind trying to collect, you reimbursing us for something 3 years ago. If we can get it turned
If
around, maybe
we
we
ever
can
get it.
If
in the
we-
same
yeah.
year.
So it's basically, once they sell the trailer, that's part of the lien would come to us, part of the sale, I should say.
It would have to be satisfied
But
prior
he
to.
can't, the thing that what helps us is Parker can't let that person sell it to the next person until the lien is satisfied.
I was just gonna ask that question, is how do you police that?
What's
Yeah,
that?
Parker
How do you
would,
police that?
Because there's a
They
lien
have
on
to
it.
come, well, one of them is they have to come, the sale has to come, at least the utility bills and stuff has to come from somebody else. And I don't know if you could, that's why I asked if you could tie that to his license, Cause
I
he
don't
has
think
license
so.
with the city, if you could tell him, you have to have, you can't,
Yeah, cause it liens
you
not.
can't
Did
have
that.
outstanding.
I
You
did
did that.
confirm
We
that.
talked about that with him,
Trust me, I went every way I
Right.
could to
Right.
see what we could do.
because he just rents the lot. He has no
Yeah.
control over the utilities,
And
which is
we
very
can't put a
odd.
But he has
stipulation.
control over who puts stuff on his lot. And
Of
it
course
has-
he
And it
does.
has to be current.
I don't know anything about that.
He, you
That's what
know,
I'm saying,
they
that's
just
what you
changed
have to,
utility
that's what you
bills.
have to write into his license, is you can't have, what would you call that?
Like arrears?
His
Arrears,
delinquent
or,
ones.
what do they call that when it's,
I don't know if
junk.
that's a thing.
When it's what?
Not dilapidated, it's,
So,
abandoned or
Salvage? yeah,
salvage, or
yeah.
what, you can't,
right.
you know,
That-
they have to be up to date, rented
I mean,
units on your property.
maybe we should be looking to update our verbiage. with-
Right, and that's,
With exactly what we.
I
need.
did send that. I did send the application to the attorney and said, is there any way that we can,
Right, tighten it up.
yeah, tighten it
Right.
up, certain things with blight or anything, you know, that? And he said, no.
We'll need him to put that in writing to
Okay.
us, so that we're 100% positive
I will.
what state statute, what we can
but
legally do.
but
I
he's
know
not
we
gonna,
talked
he's not
about
gonna want them on his property either, so if we can just at least get the liens on them, I think would take care of that.
And and they're with the attorney to do that, so I will follow up with them to do it. And like I said, the only delay last year was the understanding of how we had to do that, because I didn't have it the prior year, or I didn't handle it the prior year. So that's why that one got out a few months late, but this one is already in his office.
Yeah, that was our
100%.
only concern, is it gets
Yeah,
from your office.
no, I make sure that I made sure it was there right away. And I'll follow up with them to see where we are on the older
Seems like a-
ones.
It just seems like a lot of gray area there.
I just knew when we were talking about it, that we were very limited to what we as a city could do to the mobile home trailer court park.
Yeah,
So we'll just need to get it in writing, what legally we can and cannot do, so that everybody's clear on it. And just have that.
yeah, and I probably have it in some of the emails I got.
I know, because I
so-
know we went
Yes.
back and forth on a bunch of stuff, and we were
Yeah,
both
the concern was
disappointed.
the lien.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, because in the meeting about the fund, you
No,
know, getting
we
the check
understand.
from us.
No,
and
we
I-
understand. We
like,
just
But it's a
wanted to
matter
make
of
sure
what
that-
can we do to the property owner, because that's where I think we couldn't even do anything to him. He's not responsible
Correct,
for.
yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
not, I didn't know what other options we had, I just, the concern was, it got sent in February, and it's still, now it's November, and we didn't have a lien.
Well, and last year.
But have you
not-
seen where the lien would be? I mean, did you look something up and there was no lien on it? I mean, where would you even see
No, I was
that?
talking to Lana.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, I sent them all the stuff, I'll
Yeah,
just
I
have to
don't know.
follow
No, but I
up.
mean, we just did that for this year, so.
All right,
Right, but last year he's had, so he's had, this is this year, the one we're talking about 24.
Yep.
He's had.
The
He's
attorneys
had,
had a lien on
well, he
got
has
the
the
information.
documentation, so I just need to follow up
Okay.
with that. Last year, I put liens on every parcel, not knowing I couldn't do it.
do that.
Right.
That's what it
Yep.
started
And
with.
yes,
That's
and
what it
then
started with.
The owner.
Came in, and was all
Oh, yeah,
upset.
and so, and again, I didn't realize you couldn't do that because it's got a parcel, so I
Right.
went and
So
did
we took it
that.
off of his.
it,
So,
and you put a lien on the mobile home.
That's what's
Yes.
supposed to have happened
Yes.
from.
Okay, yeah, I guess just a letter from him stating where it's at would be.
yeah, I did send it to him, and then, like I said, I'll follow up tomorrow and just send him an email, and can you give us a status of 24, obviously 25, he's not gonna have done, I just sent that a
Right.
few days
Yeah.
ago, so, but yes, I'll make sure.
Yep. Okay.
I wish they changed the statute so that we could make those changes, but,
Like any other renter.
Mm-hmm.
That
It's like
I,
any other renter, right?
yeah, I got stuck with a bunch too.
Catch them before they move out the door, right?
at least it's not as high this year. Last year was pretty high.
No action by our party. You guys can.
It's a
maybe
discussion,
come
yep.
back,
Yeah,
bring
that's
it-
what it was.
Certainly, if you find something that we need to change, bring it back, but.
Absolutely.
And if there's some document that we can at least get a copy of that says the lien is put on it,
Absolutely, I
frame
agree.
it hanging on a wall, that's probably all that's gonna happen with it.
Next, we have a resolution for fire department
No,
bay doors, which were part of the budget process for 2026, Jason?
We were looking at, so you should have at least the two quotes there. We got peak and overhead door. We kind of discussed it a little bit more. We've been working with peak for some time, so if we could, we'd like to stay with peak. We did notice that one of our bay doors that haven't been replaced, it did actually get hung up, so it is starting to get more damage now. So it's just in the nick of time. So hopefully we can get them ordered and completed by this year if we get it approved, so.
Peak was even cheaper anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, we do a lot with them. They're a good
Yeah.
company.
Yep, I've had
Yeah.
them, I'm actually having them do some work for me right now, so, yeah, pretty responsive. They're close.
Yep.
Haslam, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-54.
Cool, second. Motion by Haslai, second by Cool. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Did you-
Aye. Motion carries. Next we have 2025.
It's resolution, 2025-56, not
56.
54, sorry.
56, sorry. I'm looking at how they're laid out here, they're not alphabetical or
Numeric.
numerical.
Numerical.
It's like they kind of jump all over, so my eyes are.
54 was the first one, yeah.
Yes, 50 to 54 to 56 to 53.
Keeping you on your toes, Charlie.
Sorry, I'm getting old.
Gonna have to upgrade those glasses.
Yeah, right, my cheaters. Okay, next is 2553, updating the City of Waterloo's fee schedule.
This had a lot to, Jeannie could probably talk to it, but didn't this have a lot of requests from Safe Built too, that we
Yes,
were
Safe
sold?
Built had the most by far, yes.
Yeah, we
They
had a-
had contacted us, and then we had to work through all that, how it compared to our fee schedule, so. There is an error on it, or not an error, but I didn't put, for massage parlors, it should be $50 for initial application, and then it should say renewal is $25. I don't have the $25 in there, Tim. we
Like
did that.
$25. What is that listed under?
Massage parlors, it's,
No, I meant the department.
Clerk treasurer fee, it's one of the last ones.
Clerk treasurer fees, okay. Oh, I see it, in red.
yeah. So-
So say it again, current amount says 50,
And then for renewal, it should be 25 a year.
so that's just another line item that gets put in there for renewal?
Yep.
Yes.
Do we have a lot of massage parlors? I mean, this was going on for a really long time.
I think the ordinance comes to council tonight.
It
It
does,
does.
but I was just curious, how many massage parlors do we have?
There's at least, what, three?
Really?
We're aware of at least three.
Not
Okay.
Parlors per se, but.
Yeah.
Massage.
Therapists.
Therapists.
The political term is for them now.
Was there one for fire?
Yeah, so, we wanted to bring up, if there was a possibility, I think it might have to go toward, to change the ordinance first, but we were looking at the fire inspection part of it. Currently, the state, when they have to do a re-inspection, they actually charge $100. We were actually trying to discuss, so we would do the initial fire inspection, we would go back to do a re-inspection. If we would have to go back a second time, that's when they would get charged $100. Right now, it's not in the fee schedule. so
That's why I
we
can't
wanted-
find it. There we go. I'm going, where's fire?
Yeah, we wanted to bring it up to your guys' attention to start trying to work towards this. We've had quite a few that don't get it done, we go do another year inspection, it's the same thing over and over again, so.
So, Gene, can we add this now?
Well, I would think you'd need something in your ordinance to state that, and then, because.
Because everything in here on the
Comes
fee
from-
schedule is an ordinance to some degree, right?
Like massage parlors, that's
Right.
coming from that, so.
So we are under this understanding that we would have to try to make an ordinance first, but we wanna put it on the radar.
Okay.
So if we can, work towards getting an ordinance for it, and
Where's
then,
it going then? Does it go to safety?
For the ordinance to get written?
Correct, or
Yeah, because public health and safety, it can probably
I
go
would
there.
think it'd be the safety part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
can we make a note to get that on their next agenda,
Yes. I'm
to
ready.
address that?
There's probably one we can copy from E-code somewhere
Yeah.
that's already got something drafted. So what do you do now? You do the fire inspection. I thought there was a fee, like $15. I
No,
thought that was
there's
part
no
of it.
fee, we just keep going back and re-inspecting and
Until the mayor,
until we have to go up further. So there is a point in time, especially if it, is life safety, then we actually have to get the state involved. And then there's bigger fines and fees that are on.
That they address, like
on
the
the property
state
owner.
does it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's all on them because they have to
Okay.
come out and they don't like to do anything for free, so.
okay. Of course. Yeah.
so they get written up for
They have-
a violation,
Yep. Depending on the type of violation, they have anywhere from 10 days to 30 days. Obviously, the more severe ones are gonna be quicker.
after they rectify that, and they've notified that that's been rectified,
Then we go back, do the reinspection, as long as everything's good, we don't see them for another year.
and then if it's not, and that's what triggers this.
Correct. So we would have our yearly inspection.
Yep.
We would go back to do the reinspection after they tell us it's good to go. Everything's good, that's fine. If it's not, if it's still have a problem, then the next day we give them another 10 days to rectify it. That's when the $100 would go in.
Sounds good. Yep, we should
I agree
get
with
get that written in our ordinance then. I agree.
And then there's a utility connection fee, that there's a note on there that's behind it that says it was gonna be addressed or updated. I don't know if that is part of it.
Part of what?
Sewer connection fee update.
That comes, oh, that one from the one you changed a while ago?
Right.
City to update? Wasn't that gonna go into effect like in 27 or something?
26.
Yeah. No, we didn't address that. We'll have to bring that back up.
I mean, it's in red.
Yeah, so
Per
that's what it
equivalent
is.
residential unit at time of occupancy, $853.97.
That's what it is today,
That's what it is, city to upgrade.
correct?
What's
That's the fee today,
Yes.
yes.
$853.
And we had a study done and it's
Right,
the new, to replicate
Right.
the new wastewater treatment plant.
mm-hmm,
And we sent it and it was, I think the mayor said we would address it. It didn't have to be done till the end of the year.
right.
Well,
And no,
kind of
we
the
did
end
not
of the
look
year.
at it. I know Richard gave us some examples. He looked at it, he gave us some examples of Middleton and some of these other places, and we were comparing what these utility hookup fees, how it varied with other municipalities.
Yep.
So we'll just bring it back up. We can update this anytime. It's
Right,
not
I
like it
just
has to be.
wanted on the radar.
Yep, 100% agree. Yep.
And we'll make sure we get that in.
Finance next month?
Is it finance, or is it gotta go to, I guess it would come here,
You go
wouldn't
to
it?
finance. Mhm.
Okay. Make sure you make a note to
18.
get that.
I
on
have
this.
another one, Charlie.
What's that?
Parks,
Parks.
Veterans Park Bandstand, over 4 hours, is $75. Veterans Park Special Events is $200. What's the difference?
Ask Gabe,
It's a special
right there.
event. I mean, if you get it for over 4 hours, and you have a special event that day, what designates whether it gets to be a $75 fee or a $200 fee?
One is just for the bandstand.
This one says Veterans Park Bandstand, special events, not Veterans Park. This says bandstand, that's why I'm questioning it.
Yeah, so one would just have to eliminate the bandstand section. When a special event, it would be like an all-day event where they're using the whole entire Veterans Park.
Okay, well, I can do the bandstand over 4 hours for $75, which is the same difference. What's the difference?
If you like renting the baseball field, like you're renting the baseball field.
Gabe, should it actually say Veterans Park plus bandstand? Would
The
that be
special
more
event
accurate?
one is like an all-day event or multiple day event.
Like for a weekend.
But you're getting the bandstand and the park, not just the bandstand, like the one fee is just for the bandstand, correct?
Just for the bandstand,
And the other one is for the park and the
the
bandstand.
entire park.
Then that has to be reworded.
So
If it's,
That's not what it
we can
says.
eliminate bandstand from the special event.
sure,
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Thank you,
but if it's under 4 hours, it's free?
apparently.
You got your veteran parks, it says over 4 hours.
It says over.
I thought we did this already.
4 hours.
I would think, yeah.
Let me look who I have.
Okay,
Yeah, I know
well,
we did this.
can you guys look at that and bring a recommendation back, or if we need to, or can you just change it, Gene? The descriptions?
Well, I can cross out the bandstand, I just don't know what we want for the over 4 hours.
Right, right.
If you could clarify that, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I, but he said he's going to look for his papers, so.
I mean, most of them are either less than 4 hours and
Right.
over the
Yeah.
4 hours, so.
I would say
Right.
up to 4 hours.
yeah, because he's got that listed on the other ones for the business center. Less than 4 hours, 4 hours or more. Yeah.
If we are making changes, can we change massage parlors to be called massage therapist establishments?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can we change massage parlors? Can it be called massage therapist establishment? Or
It's
something
from the
that,
attorney, so I mean, I'm just.
We would have to change the ordinance.
You're right, because the ordinance
Oh,
has
yeah.
it in there too, in the big,
it's just
big book.
such old wording that I don't think is relevant anymore.
We have not approved that one yet.
So can it be changed?
I don't know why it has to stay that. I don't know if that's some legal thing. Have we always had massage parlors in our ordinance anyway?
All brand new.
cool.
We have never had it.
Because somebody brought it up to public health and
Yeah.
safety?
The big cities.
I don't like parlor either.
We want to put that in.
Okay,
I mean, I think we need something in place for that, for sure, but I think it should, I mean, their license is for massage therapist slash body worker. They have to be state licensed. But I'm just saying, like, the people who are working there are
Therapists.
therapists.
We are not licensing the therapist.
Right, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, in a matter of professionalism, like, it's not really a massage parlor. It's a massage therapy establishment.
Yes, facility is, yes.
Is it a parlor or is it a massage therapy establishment? That's what I'm saying.
I think it's universally.
if
called
you
that.
look at the
Yeah.
second page of the you have the copy of the ordinance?
I do not have. it.
It's in the, it should be in the packet. With the resolution, so it's way at the end.
Okay.
So tell you what, let's talk about it when we get to that item, because then we can always say to
Okay.
go back
I
and,
don't wanna slow down the process if we're like
Right,
past
it-
that point, but
no,
if
we're not. It's
past
still
that
coming up.
point, then I
that
think we can-
resolution's at the end.
Okay,
So then we can, because you'll see the wording in there,
okay,
and then we can tweak it, and then that can go back to this.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Not a
Okay,
problem.
Recommendation,
Veterans Park, there is no, just 75 hours, there's no
So,
time limit. The
just
only
remove the
time-
4
only
hours?
Timeframe one we have is the trailhead.
Okay, so that's what it is. So just get rid of the 4 hours.
you have that, Gene? You have that?
Either crossed off, I will have it.
Okay, then I will
Over
make
4
a,
hours, yeah.
with the changes as we went through them, I will make the motion to send the fee schedule to council for approval. Need a second.
Oh, second, Hasley was second.
Motion by Cool, second by Haslai. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Update to ordinance 340-2, the Water and Light Utility Commissions. I think that is just a
So wording.
wording from clerk
Yes.
slash deputy to treasurer and utility superintendent for the
Yeah,
disbursements, correct?
yes, and we addressed this 2 years ago with the attorney, and the attorney said, my understanding is the attorney said that the state statute says that it has to be the city clerk. We
that
addressed this in
doesn't sound right.
27, or in 2017, we addressed it, and that's when Mo got put on, and when our commissioners got taken off. He said it had to be the clerk, and then when in 2023, we specifically asked the attorney, and he said it's gotta be the city clerk.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I talked to.
I can give you the-
administrator and
you want
they
the
said
email?
that, but-
Oh, I'm just wondering, are we tabling this then until we get more clarification, or are we changing it yet
I'm
again?
just
Well, the
here to
state
give you
statute.
information. I'm just letting you know that email.
I don't wanna change it if it's gonna be once again wrong.
Well, I guess I'm not understanding what the difference is if it stays clerk or if it goes to treasurer.
So do we defer for more clarification before we approve?
I think it's more because of job responsibilities.
Let's defer it. I will motion to defer 2025-14 till next month. Or until we can clarify what the exact wording should be.
It doesn't, it just says.
The state statute doesn't say
Mm-mm.
anything. Okay, we'll get the attorney final
Yep,
approval on that.
yep. Go ahead.
Lana, are you following up with the attorney on this? or
Yes,
is it-
I will definitely, I'll send it to him, but in here, it does not, under that ordinance, it does not say anything that it has to be the clerk, the city clerk.
Let's get some
It'll make
clarification so we get it right.
Attorney's email here.
That's fine, and if that's true,
No,
we'll act on it. Second?
Second.
All right, got a motion by Cool, second by Haslai to defer the ordinance update. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next is administrative assistant job posting.
Yes.
Um,
So there's nothing in here,
In
because
here,
you
It's a-
didn't say that you needed to approve it, so Jeannie, Lana, and I are updating, the job description. We're making it probably, a deputy administrative assistant. We've already got some, interviews lined up, so Sarah put in her notice, it's effective, next Friday is her last day. So we're just notifying you that we are going to be posting the job.
This is on the council packet as well. Is it just informational at this
Information to let
point?
you know, yeah,
Okay, thank you. And M, what's that?
certainly.
Why is not the council and the finance committee approving the job description?
It never was. We talked about that. It's not in the ordinance.
It's not a department head.
It's not, but past practice is, but
No, it isn't. I couldn't find it anywhere.
when we just went through all the job descriptions.
Correct, but we didn't do anything with the admin.
I think when we did the city clerks, when we did the clerk deputy treasurer.
2021 was the last dated one.
I don't remember that either.
Nope. I
I
checked.
remember the
reviewed it.
clerk and I
Yeah.
remember the treasurer when we commingled or renamed those. We went
Correct.
through the job descriptions, but I don't
Right.
remember the
Right.
the assistant at that point
Yeah.
we didn't address, so I think we're looking at it now.
Again, changing the job description and title.
Correct. It's not a named job in our ordinance though, so
Correct.
where would the approval be
It's a
needed?
subordinate job.
It's a
Right.
subordinate job.
I disagree, but okay.
Well, that's what our ordinance is. If you want it to be in the ordinance, then we gotta change it. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just telling
Yeah,
you
I'm
what,
not
what
opposed to
it
it
what it
either, but-
is. So we're going by what has always
I
been
think-
done.
I think we
Yep.
discussed that too, is
Yeah.
should we actually have it in there? If it's gonna be a deputy type level position, should that job description be included? Something we can discuss.
Mm-hmm.
But for purposes of posting the job, I think
Basically, you're just
Time
approving
is
no
of
different than the
essence.
police department. We're approving another hire.
right, time is of essence
Yeah.
at this
That's
point.
not a job description change.
Fine. You can, we can debate that all you want, but the fact is, it's not in an ordinance. It's not listed anywhere.
Plus time.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we can't change something. I don't
Yeah.
have a problem with that. I think in personnel, everything should be in there. I don't have a problem with doing it, but right now, it's not listed in there. So I'm not gonna hold up a job because it's not in an ordinance.
mean, it'd be no different than utility or DPW for each one of those positions having a specific job duty for hiring as well. Not sure if we have that,
Yeah. I
or
don't
if it's
think those
very
are listed
loose,
either.
but it's not included in ordinance
Correct.
or approved. Right, Chad?
You're correct, Charlie.
Yeah.
It's just my job, and then my subordinates I can hire.
Yep, so. Okay, and lastly is the fire and EMS bylaws. Looks like we're gonna need to defer again one more month. So, cause we have a public hearing, and unfortunately, we can't run over, but,
No,
but if you wanna bring up a couple things.
I just
before
wanna,
we
Chad, I
adjourn
just,
here.
or, Jason, I'm sorry. I haven't done that in a long time. The only thing I wanted to ask, and if you can look at that, two things. So in your Article 6, you have all the officers, you know, chief, a captain, lieutenant. You don't do anything with your EMS. Is that intended to not be listed in here?
How do you mean by?
Your your EMSD and EMS, your trainer and your director. You have those two positions?
I thought we had the assistant director in there.
Neither one.
No, okay.
So I just wanted you to look at that because Chad confirmed today in our ordinance 57-1, because we gotta take out
needs-
treasurer.
Yep.
So all the
Needs-
documents just need to match. So that was in an
Yep.
email that he had, and he said, yes, add the EMS and EMSS and EMSD or something like that.
The trainer and the
Director.
That's correct.
assistant director, yeah.
Right.
Correct. So add that to that, and then the only other one was on your requirements. It's on your page 6. For some reason, requirements for the lieutenants, you deleted D. It used to always say holds an EMR, EMT license. Every one of them has that except for the lieutenants.
That is what the membership agreed on,
To make it more of an entry level.
correct.
So you don't even need an EMR
The way
for a lieutenant?
the way the bylaws work is the membership agrees to it. And that's what they're trying to do is get it to, so the lieutenant's position is technically like the step to going further to captain,
Yep.
assistant chief, so on and so forth. So they're trying to make it a little bit more easier to get into at the point in time. So that when they do get a lieutenant, they are supposed to go through it. In order to go move to captain, then you have to be at least the EMT or EMR, whatever they have in there.
But for a public information officer, they need to have that.
Because I mean, they do have to have some type of background and when they talk to the
Okay.
public about stuff, so.
But there was no timeline, like had to be with the department for a year, none of that.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, if nobody objects to it, I just thought it was odd. I thought maybe it was like, it just got erased
So that's how the membership wanted to try to
on
get
purpose.
more people involved into it, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Wanna look into those and we'll bring it back up next
Resubmit it, and
month?
this will be quick. There really wasn't,
Yeah.
Okay.
this was
All
fine.
right.
Are you deferring that? Was there a?
Yep, I will make a motion to
Yep.
defer.
Till the next meeting. Does it even need to come to finance? Can it just go to council in 2 weeks? Does it have to be? I mean, this, no, I take that back. There's never, yeah, it is on finance.
It does, because we're gonna have to address the ordinances as well. If we're gonna approve that, we have to have the ordinance
Ordinance too.
draft
Okay.
too, so.
Personnel, got
We
it.
can put them
Sorry.
together,
Sure.
but we'll run it, it should be easy.
We'll have the 57-1 to it as well. Yeah.
So I need a second for defer.
Second.
Motion by Cool, second by Haslide to defer the department bylaws. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I have nothing on the task list or future items right now. We'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Haslai will second.
And
I'll
can we
make-
just
I'll
have
make the
1
motion then.
minute?
All those in favor say aye.
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 Be right back.
We are adjourned. Thank you. It was a fast-paced one there. There's a lot of stuff on the agenda, even though it's only one page. All right.
I saw that you
It's
texted
been-
and I didn't even acknowledge your text, so I was.
And then she said here, we talked, so we talked today.
Okay.
It's easier that way, but I got
I have some laser. It's chicken web like. I wonder a little.
It does say. I was just really comfortable on.
She's keeping your seat warm.
You can stay there.
I can't vote, I can't vote.
I'm not gonna get upset if you stay.
Where is your husband? He's making me shoot pool.
Oh, he's in Park Falls or Minocqua.
Darn it.
So I had to go home and feed the dogs.
Everybody ready?
Tim.
Suck it up.
Tim's over there. I think she just shut it off to turn it back on or whatever.
Beginning of next year first. Like if you have another episode, just kind of
Yeah. Then we'll do it.
That's, yeah, it's not the packet, but it's the.
So I told them the nurse today because I called.
All right, we'll call the public meeting, nope.
Oh, the public
Not yet.
hearing first.
Public meeting first, sit, relax, good, it's not church, sit. All right, so call the public hearing to order regarding the budget. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Can't wait for budget season to be over. We can cheer on that. It's never ending. I see a lot of citizens came out. We get lonely. It'd be nice if someone would show up. Nobody wants to know about roads, nothing? Okay,
The only thing I have to say is I appreciate the work of staff and the departments that put in input and helped us come to a budget for next year, and the committee's hard work over a dozen plus meetings to dial this in. It appeared to start off like we were gonna be getting it done a little early, and it didn't. It was still to the wire, so I appreciate everybody's patience and help in the process.
all right. If there are no comments, questions, we will adjourn the public hearing. All right, now we'll call city council. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Cummings here.
Austin Cool here.
Charles School here.
Griffin here. Thomas here.
Hosler here.
Meeting minutes approval of November 6th. Richard is gone.
Cummings will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from November 6th.
Austin Cool, second.
Motion by Cummings, second by Austin Cool to approve the meeting minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Citizen input? You want to say something?
I don't know if it's time or not, but I was mentioning that Henry Street is open for traffic.
Drove on it today, very nice.
I drove on it yesterday.
Not all the signage is up, but the street's open.
I gotta go in daylight so I can see it. I
You gotta go
only did it at
You gotta
night.
go at dark. See all-
very dark.
All the fancy streetlights these guys put up, does a nice job.
They look nice. They do.
Good.
Is Mill Street still 15?
Mill Street will be 15 until I change it
Okay.
back to 25 now the project's over with.
All right, thank you. All right, notification of published notices, the municipal spring election, so papers can be taken out by December 5th.
December 1st, you can come
First?
get your papers.
But then, go on. If somebody's not running, they still have to send
I
that
have
in
to
by
know
when?
that by December 26th. But if you would be kind and let me know before
you're-
that, I would truly appreciate it.
If you're not running.
Yes.
Okay, so we have two
You
two
got,
openings?
take out your paper, no, there's 3.
It wasn't in here.
Austin, Sarah, and Ron. Okay. And this just states that we published it in the paper, and I have to notify you that it's been published in the paper for the election next year, so.
Got it. All right, then we have the 2026 insurance renewals. You've already practiced this, so you're on.
So it should be better this time. Yeah, so what we talked about in the finance committee meeting is we're renewing your liability. You can see all the liabilities on the screen there. Your property and your workers' comp. Overall, we had a 4.4% increase. Actually 4.3, about $6,400. You can see above, you know, your renewals are based on exposure changes, which means if you bought another truck, you're gonna have more premium and also rates. So overall, our rates are right around 2 to 3% increases, and the rest of it is related to either growth within the community, in the first 2 sections, or additional purchases or inflation. So you can see up there, you do have about a $3,600 increase. The biggest increase there comes with the police, and that's because we increased the FTE. That's the biggest increase. Property, we redid some things, we did some tours, we corrected a lot during the year, but overall, that's inflation and rate, 4.4%. Get down to workers' compensation, all states set. In the finance committee meeting, I said this because you like talking about some compliments, and you're doing very well from a safety standpoint with keeping your employees safe. You have they call it a mod. Your mod is a 0.85, which gives you a 15% credit on your premium. Again, it's all state set, and yeah, that's how it stayed basically flat. So congratulations there. Like I said, overall about $6,400. That's the premium. Coverages, really no significant changes there. Deductibles, all the same. And then from a service standpoint, we continue to expand our service offerings. We talked about that in the finance committee meeting. Lana knows about those as well, so. That's the high-level summary there. Great renewal. Now remember, you're with the League of Wisconsin. We're a non-for-profit organization that serves cities and villages in the state of Wisconsin. Any questions?
Yeah, I was looking at some of that, we got a 0 deductible on a lot of stuff.
What's that?
We got a 0 deductible on a lot of stuff.
On your liability, you're gonna have 0 deductible. On your property, you're gonna have $1,000 to $5,000 deductible.
Could we raise that? Would that change so much?
You know, what I've seen is, in raising that, there's not big savings. You know, unless you went to like a $50,000 deductible, then we'd start seeing some savings. Then if you have a claim, you have a $50,000 charge, so.
We did
We've looked at that in the
increase
past.
deductibles before,
Right.
and that's what we started with our contingency. So that we increased our deductible, and then we threw in that contingency, so that if we needed to cover that $10,000. And I think we had different ones for different, I think the fire department at one.
Fire department.
Yeah, fire department was different, we kinda did some of that. So that's still status quo, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you do have the $10,000
Yeah.
deductible, and, let me just take a quick peek here. I do think we changed that. I'd have to verify that. I don't wanna guess on that for the fire department.
Okay.
But I know we talked about doing that, so.
Okay.
Why did police go up?
You're full-time, is that what that, you said FT?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
went from 5 to 7.5 from the FTE count.
Building contractors. So
number of employees and then
Yeah.
pay, the payroll kind of all fits into how they rate it.
Thank you.
So where would the fire department be? I mean, we've got all these deductibles here. Right through here. So we got building, we got contractors, we got 10,000, 1,000, 1,000.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's in-
buried in that first section there.
Up here?
Yeah, that's where it says $10,000, because in those buildings, there are the fire department's buildings, property
Okay.
in the open. We can, I thought that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, so, you can confirm.
We'll get back to you on that.
All right. Any other questions? All righty. If there are no other questions, we shall move on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Just a comment, Paul and his team is great to work with, response time, everything, so thank you. And please tell everybody else, thank you.
I'll pass that along, because they make sure I have a good response
Mm-hmm.
time.
Thank you. All right, so that is just a report for you all. Meeting summary, CDA was canceled, library?
Yeah, so Kelly will definitely chime into the
Okay.
other second half of the meeting. I had to leave, but we brought up the budget, because I did have to go, so I asked to have that moved up. We discussed the 208, and she worked with Lana a ton because they had 2 people opt out, for their insurance, and they were gonna use their fund balance. And so that allowed us to actually not take away any of the, you know, like your books and your programs, thank you.
Meaning it got put back in because it was out the first
So
budget?
no, it was not ever taken out, but it was scaled down greatly. And so, meaning she went very tight on it, and it was probably going to be more than what she was budgeting for in the beginning. And so we were able to actually say the full numbers for that, and what that would look like. And then not having the opt-out, so we don't have to do the parking lot out of our fund balance either. So it actually was good for our budget for the library. Do you wanna add anything?
For the meeting?
Yeah, and the budget, did I?
No.
Okay,
Yep, you did good.
perfect.
That's what we discussed.
Yep.
For the rest of the meeting, we discussed the Jefferson County Library Service Guidelines. By April 2027, our website has to be updated to ADA accessible. You guys probably know that. So that's a big thing coming down the pipeline. We discussed library close dates for 2026. And we updated our code of conduct, which is a big policy for us. And also, we're doing the giving tree again. So this year is going to be for the food pantry once again. So that starts this coming Monday, so.
Can you humor me? What does it mean a website has to be ADA compliant?
So on the, it's gonna be the background, the coding, so anything that like is, if it's a picture and a person that doesn't see, they have to hear it, so when it
got
has to
it.
explain that picture. So things like that, so there's a lot that goes into that.
It's like you can read a document by hitting a button and
Yes,
it
yeah.
reads it for you.
Mhm.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a federal law now
Yeah,
and
we'll
that they're
have to-
making.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that
no,
we,
we do.
we know about it.
Yeah.
We're well aware of it. Yeah.
We'll be busy this year with that.
so that's a bunch of things we gotta check. Fantastic.
It's been out there for
Yeah,
a long time,
yes.
but
Wow.
adoption's been very slow because it's costly.
Yes.
And it takes a lot of time to update that,
It does.
and it's not inexpensive, so.
Oh. I don't know. Do we have to approve?
No, we don't, because we approved
No,
the
not
two.
you.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was just
Sorry.
gonna say, we
I know.
don't have to approve anything
No, no,
with
no,
the
no.
library.
No, no, no. I'm
I did
sorry.
make
That-
sure of that.
Were you done?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Perfect.
So I did not pay attention to the fact that, do we need to approve the renewals, 2026 insurance renewals? Back to the reports and presentations. I don't remember if we ever approved it before, because there was no resolution or anything like that. Do you recall? If we have, is that a thing?
I just wanna make sure.
No, I get you.
I can look, well,
Well, if you want to do it, it seemed like we even did this last year. Do we have to approve it?
I don't
It's a,
think we
it's a
have to approve
report?
it.
I mean, yeah.
The expenses in
All
the
the same
budget.
that
Right.
normally they-
Yeah, it's not an above and beyond budget thing, so I would not know why
It's all
we
part of the
would-
budget. It's
Yeah, it's
just-
all part of the budget, so
Right. It's
I
just-
wouldn't think
yeah.
we would.
I think we're okay. I mean, because we already put your numbers in the budget, so you're in there.
Yeah. We just love to
But
hear you come and
we
talk
will
every
verify next year. That is something that we physically have
I
to do.
would say
That's
we
why I
don't,
just moved
but-
on. It was a report. All right, now, back to business here. Consent agenda items are in your packet. Library board is missing, so that must come next week or next month. Cable didn't have anything in there either, otherwise everything else is in there.
Yeah, library would be missing because the meeting was last night.
Yep, that's fine. Cable, I'm not sure you guys are even doing meetings right now, so there might not be anything in there. So, just need your approval.
Cummings will make that motion to approve the consent agenda items.
Austin Cool, second.
Motion by Cummings, second by Austin Cool to approve the consent agenda items. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, Charlie, you've got pretty much everything coming up
Boy,
here.
Thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
We'll start with the October financial statements, general disbursements in the amount of $1,755,202.57. Payroll in $151,540.48. And the clerk treasurer's reports. I will so motion.
Cummings will make that motion for that set amount.
Be a second.
He made the
I
motion.
made a motion.
I'm seconding that. Just joking.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to approve the October
Thanks.
financials as stated. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles School, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Hasley, yes.
Motion carried.
All right, we got that one knocked out of the park. And next is Resolution 2025-50. This is adopting the annual budget and approving the necessary funds for the operation of the city of Waterloo, Wisconsin for the year 2026. And I will motion to approve that budget.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to approve resolution 2025-50. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles School, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Hasley, yes.
Motion carried. Police department hire. You want Dave to talk?
Ken, if he wants to.
What would you like me to say?
Basically, we had a officer that's departing, and so this is a budget information that we are basically from the police department that they're going to be soliciting to hire an additional person for their department. Hopefully to get someone that's already trained, but if not, we'll try to get them hired early enough to get them into an academy that starts January, right?
Yep.
So there's basically two line items on here, though. It says police department hiring by itself, and then there's the resolution 2025-54. So I think we need to just approve both.
We can probably do them as
Yeah.
one piece.
So the
but
hiring bonus, you guys were all in here for that, so it's the same as we've done before, and it's for the full year of 2026.
Or we can do them separate.
I can do whatever you
Yeah,
prefer.
I will make a motion that we approve the police department hiring a new officer.
Austin Cool, second.
Motion by Charlie, second by Austin Cool to approve the hiring of a new officer. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, that's done.
Motion carried.
The second part is the hiring bonus for that hire. It's $2,500 upon hire, and then $2,500 after they've completed their probationary period of
Yes.
1 year,
Yep.
correct? So I will so motion.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to approve 2025-54, hiring bonus for 2026. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cooley, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Hasley, yes.
Motion carried. Resolution 2025-56, fire doors.
Fire department bay doors. We had two quotes that came in. The recommendation was to go with Peak Door in Marshall, correct? I
Yep.
don't have it right in front of me. It was like
Oh, it's,
27.
I got it right here. $27,375.
Yep, so I will motion to approve that quotation.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to approve 2025-56, purchase of the fire doors. It was all part of the budget process, using fund balance. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cool, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Hasley, yes.
Motion carried. 2025-53, updating the city fee schedule.
That is the
Defer.
fee schedule that was in the packet. There was numerous updates as far as recommendations from our inspection company, correct? Jean?
Yes, the building inspector had sent those over.
And we had a couple, changes since the posting, regarding massage parlors. There was a change there that will be updated and posted. Fire department reinspection fee of $100. We still have to address, the utility connection fee. That's gonna be on next month's finance meeting. And then we have an edit to the wording on, the rental of Fireman's Park, removing 4 hours.
Veterans.
Or Veterans Park,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Veterans
Right.
Park. So I will make a motion to approve resolution 2025-53, updating the fee schedule.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to approve the 2025-53 fee schedule with the items noted to change. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution 2025-14, this, I believe, we decided to defer.
Yes.
Okay. We need a motion to defer, please.
Cool, motion to defer the ordinance change.
Griffin, second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Griffin to defer until it is reviewed again. All in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Administrative assistant job, we announced that Sarah will be leaving at the end of the month, and this was very similar to the police department. We're just approving that we will be posting it and filling the position. Did we even motion or approve that in finance?
No.
It was just an announcement?
Announcement.
Okay.
And you tabled the water utility ordinance.
Yes, we deferred that one, correct. All right, Public Health and Safety 2025-11, regulating massage establishments. Parlors?
Yep, that one, Tim, did that one get deferred? That was the last time we were at there, we had the lawyer.
Yeah, you guys
It
approved
was
all the
deferred,
stuff.
yeah.
Again, it was deferred in yours?
No, it was deferred at the last meeting. No, wait, no, it wasn't.
No, you got all the
It was never
updates
on
in
the
it.
agenda. It was removed from the agenda. So it did not get deferred.
No, you guys added the red letter, the
The
red
red-
stuff from the
From the
attorney.
attorney.
Yeah,
Right.
So is it
Yeah.
coming directly to council, or does it need to go back?
That's
to
what I
committee?
was wondering, cause then it wouldn't come back.
It didn't need to go back to
It didn't need
committee.
to.
It was going directly to council.
Right.
Got it,
Okay.
okay.
but I did review it after Jody had brought up the massage parlors, and numerous times it's called an establishment
Right.
throughout here.
Yep.
So I think that if that is, I can change that wording on the ordinance, if that's what you,
I think it should be, like,
And it does state that in there. It says it many different times, and it is massage parlor / establishment. So just call it an establishment.
can we remove the parlor? Can it just be
Absolutely.
massage
Establishment.
therapist establishment?
Yep.
You can make that motion.
massage therapist establishment?
Massage
Just-
establishment.
just massage
because we are
establishment.
not licensing the therapist.
Correct.
We are only licensing.
But are we regulating it?
We are regulating the therapist.
And they have to come in and get a license.
Because a massage therapist establishment is a regulated business
Through the state.
where licensed
Through
or
the state.
licensed therapists are, so.
Right,
I
through
think
the
we should
state.
still call it massage
Okay.
therapy or massage therapist establishment. one of those.
Establishment,
Got
just
no
adding
idea.
that line,
Massage,
yeah, that's
yeah.
fine.
Does that matter?
I don't think so. I
Because
see it
otherwise, I
in-
think if we
written
don't
that
say
way.
massage therapist establishment, there could be some type of
Yep.
Okay,
okay.
Massage, therapist,
Just
Establishment.
not parlor.
no stinking parlor.
Motion?
Cummings
like
will,
to-
oh, you gonna?
Go, you go ahead.
You go, okay. Cummings will make that motion to approve the ordinance 2025-11 with making that edit by Jody.
Thomas will second.
Motion by Cummings, second by Thomas to approve ordinance 2025-11 with the name change to regulating massage therapist establishments. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I am now going to go back, because Jeannie did look it up, and we just gotta make sure that we somehow noted that, yeah, we gotta approve it. So, back to the reports and presentations, 2026 insurance renewals from the league. We did do a motion and an approval last time, so we're gonna do it.
Cool, so motion.
Austin Cool, second.
Motion by Charlie, second by Austin Cool to approve. All in favor? Motion carried. All right, finally, resolution 2025-52, appointing the election officials for the coming year. Anybody new, or are these the same people?
these are basically the same people.
Okay.
We just need to make a list every 2 years and submit it to you guys, but we can add as needed throughout the year,
Okay.
depending on if people fall off or.
Sure.
But this is who we've definitely confirmed that is interested still in helping us, so.
Fantastic.
And we appreciate them very much.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Motion?
Cummings will make that motion to approve the resolution 2025-52.
I'll second.
Do you want me to read the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
Motion by Cummings, second by Charlie Cool to approve the appointed officials, resolution 2025-52. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now, the final thing, we kind of talked about this a little bit last time. I don't know, did you bring any examples from your clerks?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, but that was basically what all the information you found is the things didn't get posted.
The agenda is typically posted the Thursday or Friday before the meeting. Some places like Lake Mills, they told me that 2 hours before the meeting, they are still adding to it. They aren't changing the agenda. They're adding, like, if there's a quote that comes in late, or if there's something else, they add it, and they note that on the bottom of their agenda. But the agenda, they try to keep whole as much as possible.
Okay.
How many approve the agenda at the beginning of the meeting? Because I've seen that
Yeah.
in other places where they will approve the agenda before they.
Some
get
places
into
do
it.
and some places don't. I can
Correct.
find out if it's,
Okay, I was just,
no,
Curious
it is
where it came
interesting,
up.
because some
Right.
do,
Yeah.
yes.
Right, and in our ordinance, we don't have that. So we do have a protocol in our ordinance of how this is laid out. So if that is something you want to change, we can.
I'm just thinking as we do make motions to move things
Sure.
up or down, depending on what's on the agenda,
Yep.
that would be done in a specific spot.
Yeah.
We do it right at the beginning and then approve the agenda.
Totally whatever you want to do.
That's how we do it at the school board.
You do that, you approve the agenda.
Approve the agenda. If you want to make that change, we can simply update. I mean, we got other ordinance things coming, so we can certainly just add that as that's our new protocol.
So then we're just approving the agenda.
So-
What is the purpose?
Just some people do it. So what we were talking about in the office is because there are so many changes that happen. Sometimes they're very minor, sometimes there's a lot. It really just depends. Maybe Paul, we'll just use him as an example, may not have had the documents ready up until the day before. So it wouldn't necessarily have been in the packet ahead of time, but you would have seen that as a line item on your agenda, that it was coming.
And then you're approving that, right?
Well, but the line item would have already been there, so it's already on the
Oh, it's
agenda.
already- it's
So
just
what
being
Jeannie does
added.
now is she'll send out the agendas, asking the department head, or the chairs, are there any additions or changes, what do you wanna see on there, and then we end up approving it. But as time goes on, anything, the fire quote could have came in late.
Right.
So maybe it wasn't in the packet, but it definitely was a line item on it.
Yeah.
She can assign a resolution number, she can assign ordinance, that she can assign that stuff. So what we're trying to do is try and not make this so complicated, because they tried to post it ahead of time, then we make changes, and then they gotta go back in to the website, and they gotta just move everything around all the time. So what we're doing is looking at giving everybody the email, here's the agenda draft. She had a big draft on this first one that came through. As we get closer to the meeting, say by Tuesday, she should be able to finalize it by Tuesday. That still gives everybody a chance to look at it just to make sure and nothing new got added. But instead of trying to push so hard to get this done the Thursday or Friday before, which almost always gets changed, and there's no law saying you can't change it. That was something we imposed on ourselves. So we were actually restricting ourselves more than we needed to. And then it just, it's stress in the office too. That way they don't have to worry about going back into something else, because it's just in an email to us. Yep. Here it is as a draft. Once it's finalized, she can flip it, put it in. We can tell her to put the resolutions in the order number so that Charlie doesn't get confused. Just things like that.
Make it really big.
Yeah, bigger.
I use a bigger font.
Bigger font. Big font. So if you guys are okay with that, that's like a step that we'd like to take. Just give you guys a heads up early enough, but then not necessarily finalizing it until 2 days at least before.
I like change. It might
Change
be
is good.
better. Don't know.
I don't mind that as long as, if there's something we gotta go look at, I'd like to know about it beforehand.
Yep, absolutely.
And for the most part, it's not that I'm holding something. I'll give you everything I have.
Right.
It's just in some situations.
The
And if
attorney
it's
gets
really
to us late.
important, I will email it out to everybody, because it's not my goal to not give you the information. It's a struggle sometimes. You just never know. So sometimes it works very well, so.
Okay. So that was just the discussion that we'll go down that path and see how it works. Anybody else have anything exciting other than happy Turkey Day to everyone?
Gabe,
You want to give us an update, Park?
what's going up at the park?
You were so happy when
where
you
is
came
it?
in.
The lower pavilion is basically empty. We're ready for the asbestos to be removed, and
Holiday festival,
Winterfest is December
or
13th.
Winterfest,
That's the 13th, yeah.
December 13th, yes.
Correct.
December 13th.
Correct. And
Yeah,
Trek did some nice volunteer work in the
Yep.
city here.
Truck did some nice work around the pavilion, did some new mulch for us.
But they couldn't paint the containers because it's too cold, right?
But a lot of prep, and we didn't know what the weather was. It's better if we could do it
In the spring or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy and thankful that they're doing some community involvement. That's very helpful. Appreciate that.
Drive up New Hendrick Street to the park and observe the new changes.
And use the sidewalks.
It is 15 miles an hour.
Yes.
We made sidewalks. Walk on them.
Yes,
It's my favorite.
please.
We do sidewalks and people still walk on the road.
The residents are happy, that they don't have to all go around and go to quick,
I'm very happy, I'll tell you that.
All right, anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Cool, second.
Charlie and Austin adjourned.
Thanks.
All in favor?
Aye,
There we go.
I'll let you have
I do.
You're so kind.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
You as well, Chris.
So Ron, you'll let me know if anything changes, or is that? Or you haven't decided? Just let me know if you want me to go ahead with it. What? That's fine.
I know. Huh?